welcome to Sunflower Yoga and Massage. My name is Andrea, and today I put a class together. It's a beginner's class, but I think everybody could join and benefit from it, of course. A beginner class to learn how do I get into the flow, a preparation for Vinyasa Yoga. We're going to do a few sun salutations. There are many ways of doing some sun salutations, but we're just going to do one way for today to get into the flow. We're going to do some standing asanas, and then we're going to finish the class off with sitting asanas to calm down and relax and get more grounding again. But for now, let's just lay on your back and let your legs slightly bend and the feet are mat distance apart, and let the knees drop in the middle. And here you can take your arms out to the side, palms facing up, or just put your hands onto your belly that feels comfortable in your neck and shoulders, because we're going to start with belly breathing. So once you found a comfortable position for you, take your focus into your belly and just focus how your belly rises on the inhalation and how your belly draws towards your navel on each exhalation. On your inhalation, your belly rises, and on each exhalation, your navel moves towards your spine. Just stay with that focus for a while, breathing in and out through the nose. Belly breathing has got a very calming effect on your mind and on your body, so you can always do that once you want to wind down and you're stressed out and you want to connect with yourself and with your breathing. On your inhalation, your belly rises, and on your exhalation, it all falls down again. Now I want you to take that calmness, that focus into your yoga practice. So very slowly, if you have your hands onto your belly, move your hands away and slowly draw your knees towards your chest and hug around your shins or the back side of your thighs, just wherever it feels comfortable, and gently rock from side to side. Very supple movement. You're massaging the lower back. And then take a moment to figure out or to find out whether you want to lay onto your right or left side. Just gently roll onto your right or left side. You can still keep your eyes closed. And just take a moment before you slowly push yourself up and help yourself up to come to a sitting position. And here, once you're up and sitting, straighten your legs and take your right ankle ankle and put it under your left kneecap. And then get hold of your left ankle and put it right in front of your right kneecap. I'm just moving a bit back so I'm sitting on my mat so I don't feel any pressure. If this is uncomfortable because this is already a hip opener, you can sit up on a blanket or even a block if you have that. If not, just stay here with me, taking your arms out to the side. And then inhaling, take your arms up, look up, palms touching, and exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Arms down, palms open, inhaling, get lengthening through your spine, kick up, exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Inhaling, arms out to the side, look up, and exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. And then take your left hand out to the side, your right arm out onto the other side, palms facing up, inhaling your right arm up, then exhaling, bend to the left. You don't have to come all the way down, you can stay here. Just be aware of where it feels comfortable. So enjoying this side stretch here in the right side of your torso. Take deep breath into your right side of your upper body and stretch out through the right fingertips. Inhaling here, and on your exhalation look down, press with the left hand into the mat and come gentle up. You want to swap sides, so the right hand comes down, left hand is facing upwards. Inhaling, take your left arm up, and on your exhalation you're going to move to your right side, reaching out through the left fingertips. You can close your eyes to connect to yourself, feel the stretch. And then inhaling, on your exhalation look down to your right hand, press with your right hand into the mat, bringing your left hand down on your exhalation. Now take your hands in front, inhaling, get really long in your back before you're folding down. Come into a light, slight forward bend. Don't get too far down yet. It's a burst forward bend. We didn't warm up in the hips yet. Just gently fold forward. And then on your next inhalation, press up with your hands. Help yourself to come up. Straighten your legs in front. And we're going to swap side. That means now your left ankle is going to be under your right kneecap and your right ankle in front of your left kneecap. Again, find having good contact with your sitting bones. Arms out to the side. Inhaling, arms above your head, palms touching, look up. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. 2 more times. Inhaling, arms up. Look up. Get really long in your spine. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Last round. Inhaling, arms come up above your head. Open your chest. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Then place your right hand onto your left knee. Your left hand comes behind, right at your sacrum. Inhaling, we get really long. Exhaling, twist to the left. And see if you can look over your left shoulder. Not so here, don't go too fast, or not too fast, too far yet. Enjoy an easy twist, an easy sitting twist. Inhaling here, exhaling, come forward again and switch side. Put your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand just behind your sacrum. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, twisting, looking over your right shoulder. Inhaling here and exhale, come forward again, placing your hands in front of you. Inhaling, elongating the spine, exhaling, moving forward, folding over your bent legs. And here, like in every forward bend, you can close your eyes for a moment to connect to yourself, feeling what's going on inside of you. Where do you feel some tight spots? And then inhale. Help yourself to come up. And then on your exhalation, lift your knees, cross your shins and come onto all fours. You're going to have your hands under your shoulders and your knees are going to be right under your hip. I'm going to go do cat-cow stretch here. So inhaling, bend your back, look up. On your exhalation, you're going to round your back and draw your navel towards your spine. Inhaling, round. Come into a little back bend, look up, open your chest. Exhale, round your back. Draw your navel towards your spine and look towards your navel. Inhaling. A little back bend. Look up. And exhaling, round your back. Inhaling, look up. And exhaling, round your back. Create space between your shoulder blades. Last time. Inhaling, come into a little back bend, look up. And exhale, round your back. In the next inhalation, come back into a neutral position. And then we're going to walk our hands forward. Try to keep your hips still above your knees. And see if you can bring your chest as close as it feels comfortable towards your mat. We're going to come into a chest opener, Anahata Asana. And maybe your forehead or your chin is going to be on the floor or on your mat. Whatever feels comfortable. Keeping your arms straight. Just enjoying it. Chest opener here in Anahata Asana. It's a beautiful heart opener. And then slowly come forward. Maybe you have to move a bit back so you can keep your elbows under your shoulders. And now take your focus into your legs and feet. The top of the feet are going to press into the mat. And you're going to get active in your thighs, so your kneecaps are going to lift off the mat. And you're going to reach up and out, forward through your chest, keeping your neck long. Just stay here for one in and exhalation. And then, keeping the same action in your feet and in your legs, inhale. And on your exhalation, bring your forehead down and moving your hands under your shoulder. Keeping your elbows tucked in close to your upper body. And then on your next inhalation, I want you to lift your chest. Inhaling, lift up. And exhaling, coming down. One more time. Inhaling, lift your chest up. And exhaling, coming down. Last time. Inhaling, lift your chest up. And exhaling, coming down. Bring your left ear to the floor, to the mat. Take your arms back to the side. And if you want, you can bend your legs and just swing them, move them gently from side to relax in your lower back. The pose we just did is Cobra pose, Bhujangasana. It's good for your back and a chest and heart opener. And then bring your legs back down, your forehead back onto your mat, arms again under your chest. Same action in your legs and in your feet. Pressing the top of the feet into the mat. Activate your legs, your thighs, lifting the kneecaps up. Elbows close to your upper body, and then inhale. Come up. On your exhalation, come down. Just as much so you can still hold yourself while taking your hands off the mat. Now we're really working on our back muscles. Same action in the legs. Inhaling, opening your chest, keeping your neck long. And exhaling, staying in the pose. Last time, inhaling. And on your exhalation, put your right ear onto your mat, arms back to the side, relaxing in your legs. Relaxing the lower back, you can lift up the feet again, swing them from side to side. And then placing your feet back down, hands coming back under your shoulders, forehead back onto your mat, elbows close to your upper body. Activate your thighs, inhaling, lift your chest, Cobra. On your exhalation, bend your legs, moving your buttocks back towards your heels. And we're coming into Balasana. You can have your arms stretched out in front of you. You can even have them slightly bent. See if you can have your forehead resting onto the mat. Balasana is a fantastic resting pose where you can just always come back to when you're thinking this is too much for me or I just need a rest. You can always come back into Balasana, child's pose. And now just gently come up again onto all fours. And this time just take your hands a little bit further, putting your toes under, and then you gently on your exhalation lifting your hips. And see if you can draw your belly towards your thighs. Pressing into your hands, spreading your fingers and your shoulders. We're going to do an external rotation, so you're really creating space in between your shoulders. And then gently, see if you can straighten your right leg, and then bending the right leg and straightening your left leg. Just like if you're walking on the spot. This is downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And the walking dog is going to warming up our hamstrings and calf muscles. Just do that for a short while. And then see if you can keep both legs straight. And your hips are going to be hip distance apart. Remember, if this is getting too much, you can always come into child's pose, just the pose we did before. But for now, let's keep moving. Inhaling, come into high plank. And on the exhalation, draw your navel in towards your spine and come back into downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhaling, move forward into high plank, active in your thighs, active in your belly. Exhaling, navel towards your spine, come back into down dog. One more time. Inhaling, move forward, high plank.
Exhaling, come back into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Here it's really important that you're using your belly muscle to support you in your movements, okay? And your thighs, and the whole body is active in high plank and Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. You're going to add on to it, inhaling, move forward into high plank, and then just bring your shoulders a little bit over your hands, and then on your next exhalation, bring down your knees, bending your elbows, moving your chest down, and pressing with the top of the feet. Activate your legs. Inhaling, lift your chest, come back into cobra. Exhaling, bending your legs, putting your toes under, and come back into downward facing dog. We do that again. We call that Chaturanga Dandasana in Vinyasa Yoga. Inhaling, move forward, come into high plank. Bring your shoulders a little bit more forward. Your knees down on your exhalation. Chest follows. Inhalation, lifting your chest, cobra. Exhalation, putting your toes under. Come back into downward facing dog. Let's just take a long in and exhalation here in downward facing dog. And we can also add on to this if you find, okay, this is easy for me. I want to have a bit more action, a bit more strength exercise. You can move forward on your inhalation, a bit above. You're moving your shoulders again, more forward. Inhale here, and on your exhalation, coming down with straight legs, hovering just above the floor. And then inhalation, you're going to lift your chest, active legs. You can come up in outward facing dog instead of cobra, up to you, where you're at now, okay? Going to take it slow, inhale, and on your exhalation, again, on your next exhalation, when we're moving back into downward facing dog, draw your navel towards your spine so you're helping and supporting yourself. Inhale, exhalation, come back into downward facing dog. You can play around with this. For now, let's just shortly, rest again in Balasana. Inhaling, coming onto your toes, and on your exhalation, moving your knees down, resting in child's pose, Balasana. And then inhaling, coming back up, putting your hands a little bit further, your shoulders. Exhale back into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog, keeping your legs straight. Okay, we're going to do that exercise from before one more time, and you're going to decide on your own whether you want to go down with bent legs or straight legs. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, knees down or straight legs. Inhaling, cobra or outward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhale here, get lengthening through the spine. Exhaling, pushing your hips into the mat, remembering your external rotation in your shoulders. You can check if you're not holding any tightnesses in your shoulders. Say yes and no with your head. And then slowly walk forward. You can look forward towards your hand, and you're going to walk forward. And here, just, we're really not that warm yet, so you can keep your legs bent and get a hold of your elbows and gently rub from side to side, letting your head hang. Just enjoying a nice forward bend, Uttanasana. If it feels comfortable here, you can close your eyes. And then gently, let's keep moving. On your inhalation, I want to put your hands onto your shins and inhaling, lengthening your spine, straightening your legs. Exhaling from your hips, bending forward again, bending your knees, just a little. Inhaling, hands onto your shin, lengthening your spine, straightening your legs. And exhaling, bending your knees, bending forward, Uttanasana. Inhaling, straightening your legs, pressing into your shins, long back. And on your exhalation, stay here with the long, straight back and straight legs. And on your next exhalation, make a little bend in your knees, just a micro bend. And then activate your thighs, taking your arms out to the side. Inhale, coming out with a straight back, arms above your head. Look up, arms touching, and exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Beautiful. This was kind of an introduction to sun salutation, which we're going to do now. And as I said before, there are many ways to do it, so I'm just going to show you in easy, well, it's not easy, but a simple way to remember to do it. You can always do sun salutation on its own to stretch and open the body, to get strength and warming the body up. So let's do a few rounds of that. You're going to stand in front of the mat, active in your thighs, arms by your side, and then inhaling, arms out to the side. Look up, palms touching, get really long, and exhaling, folding from your hips, keeping your legs straight or bent. Hands onto your shin. Inhaling, straightening your back, look forward, keeping your neck long. Exhaling, bringing your hands down, stepping back into high plank. I'm going to take it slowly the first few rounds. Inhaling, come a bit further. Exhaling, lowering down, straight legs or bent legs. Inhaling, coming into Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhaling, coming back into Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. From here, you're going to look forward. Inhaling, stepping your feet forward, getting long in your back. Exhaling, fold deep, straight or bent legs. Inhaling with a straight back, micro bend in the legs. Come up, arms above your head. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Okay, let's do that again, taking the other leg back first. Inhaling, arms out to the side. Look up, reach really up, get lengthening into the spine, and exhaling from your hips, you're going to fold forward. Bringing your hands onto your shins, inhaling, long back. Look forward, exhaling, bringing your hands down, stepping your left leg back now, coming into high plank. Inhaling, move a little forward, active in your whole body. Exhaling, find your way down. Inhaling, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhaling, come back into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Look forward on your inhalation. You're going to step your legs forward, and here it's another one. If you only come here, just help yourself, bringing your legs forward, okay? You're going to do that on your inhalation, elongating your spine, look forward, exhale, folding deep. Inhale with a long back, micro bend in the legs, come up, hands above your head. Exhale, hands in front of your heart space. Find your breath here. And we're going to do it again. This time, just a little bit faster. Inhaling, arms out to the side, palms touching. Exhaling, then forward from your hips. Hands onto your shins, inhaling long back. Exhaling, step your right leg back, left leg follows, and we're gonna lower straight down. Inhale, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Downward facing dog. Left leg comes forward, right leg follows. Long back on your inhalation, exhalation. Fall deep. Inhale with a strong, straight back, come up. To standing, hands above your head. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Inhaling, arms up to the side, up above your head. Reach up, exhaling, fall forward with a straight back. Hands onto your shins, inhaling, long back. Exhaling, hands down, stepping your left leg back, right leg follows. Come straight down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhaling, come back into downward facing dog. Look forward, stepping your right leg front forward, left leg follows, long back. Exhaling, bend forward. Micro bend in your legs. Inhaling, arms out to the side. Come up with a straight back. Palms touching. Exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. Find your breath. And close your eyes. And just feel how you're feeling now. Something changed from first time you stood at the beginning of your mat today. Okay, taking your arms down, back to the side. Inhaling, arms up above your head, palms touching. Exhaling, straight back from your hips, falling forward into Uttanasana. Hands onto your chin. Inhaling, long straight back. Exhaling, coming back into downward facing dog. Now we're moving on to some standing asanas. But for now we want to do low lunge first. So step your right leg forward on your inhalation, on your exhalation, moving your left knee onto the mat. Here you've got a few options. In lunge it's important that it's already going to stretch the front thigh of the left thigh, but once we're moving up, it's important that you're going to tighten your pelvis floor muscles and your lower belly. So you're going to take good care of your lower back. You can, if you have blocks, you can use blocks here to really lengthening through the chest. Or if that is very accessible for you for now, you can come up onto your, taking your hands onto your right thigh. And if that is good for you today, you can even inhale your arms up above your head. Palms touching, you can look up, you can look straight ahead. And really reach out through the fingertips if you're here. Remembering to tighten your lower belly and your pelvis floor muscles. And here in low lunge or in other lunge as well, it's kind of the action where you draw your inner thighs towards each other in order to get an uplift through your spine. Inhaling here and exhaling your hands back down. Inhaling, lift your left leg. Exhaling, stepping your right leg back into Adho Mukha. Beautiful. And then we're going to swap sides. So now on your inhalation, you bring your left leg forward. Exhale, right knee comes down. Feel a stretch in your right front thigh. And find your position for your hands here. Whether you want to stand having your hands on blocks or on your thighs, on your thigh, left thigh, or even up. And inhale your arms up, remembering to
tighten your pelvis floor muscle and your lower back, drawing your inner thighs towards each other to gain that uplifting through your spine, through your chest. Inhaling, and on your exhalation, taking your arms down, back to the side, stepping your left leg back into downward facing dog. Beautiful. Let's keep moving. We're gonna, okay, just for the view now, I'm gonna start. It's easier for you to follow them first time if you haven't tried it. So I'm gonna take my left leg first forward. Inhale. This is, now we're gonna come into high lunge. So we're not gonna put our right knee down. And the same thing here, if you're having trouble balancing in your lunge today, you can use a block. Remember to be active in your back thigh. And again, you can tighten your pelvis muscle and your lower back, or you can bring your hands onto your thighs, or inhaling your arms up above your head, palms touching or hands open. What feels good for you here? Inhaling, get lengthening through the spine, draw your inner thighs together to get that uplift action. And exhalation, bend a bit deeper. Inhaling, reach out through your hand. Exhalation, bring your hands in front of your heart here. Inhale, lengthening your left leg. Exhale, bring your right foot down, having your right foot in about a 90-degree angle. We're going to move forward here. We're going to do a bit of preparation for Virabhadrasana 2. So check your alignment here. Your left heel should be in line with your right inner arch of your right foot. Now check here. Maybe you have to widen your stance here a bit. Inhaling, gain lengthening through your spine. Be active in your legs. Exhaling, bend the left leg. Inhaling, straighten the left leg. Exhaling, bend. Let's warm up here. Inhaling, straighten. Exhaling, bend. Inhaling, straighten. And exhaling, bending the left leg. Check your alignment here. You should be able to see your left big toe. If you can't see it, maybe you have to push your knee outward a bit, or you gotta open your feet, make the distance of your feet a bit bigger. Inhaling your arms up, and you're standing here in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 pose. It's a nice hip opener, and we get stronger in our legs, and it helps to focus. Look, just focus, looking over your left hand. And then place your left hand up, inhaling your left arm back, right arm back at your right leg. And then you're going to bring your arms forward and back onto the floor. We're going to come back into lunge. Inhaling here, exhaling, stepping the left leg back into downward facing dog. And just see if you can feel the difference here in the thighs, in your legs, left leg, right leg. And then take a look again forward in between your hands. We're going to do the same sequence on the other side. So stepping your right leg forward, find your stance, whether you want to come, having the hands on your block. Be active in your left thigh, drawing already here the inner thighs together to get that lengthening. Activate your pelvis muscle, lower belly muscles, or taking your hands onto your thighs or reaching up on your inhalation. Find your position for today. Be active through your legs, reaching up through your fingertips. Inhaling on your exhalation, bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale your right leg, straighten it. Exhale, turn your left foot down, left heel down onto the floor. Having your left foot in a 90-degree angle. And it's like again, now you're turning your inner thighs up and out. Be active in your legs. Inhaling, elongating through the spine. Exhaling, bending the right leg. Inhaling, straighten it. I have to widen my stance. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend. And stay here, checking your alignment again. See if you can still see your right big toe. Otherwise, push your knee slightly outward or widen your stance. Inhaling your arms up, out in shoulder height, heart, looking over your right fingers. Be soft in your face. And really reaching out through your fingertips. With your right hand, right palm facing upwards. Inhaling your right arm up above your head. Left arm down your left leg. And on your exhalation, bring both arms forward onto the floor, lifting your left heel, coming to lunge again. Inhaling here, exhaling.
Step back into downward facing dog. And just take a long in and exhalation here in downward facing dog.
And look forward again in between your hands. And just either way, stepping slowly forward or taking one big step. Inhaling, long back. Exhaling, fall forward into Uttanasana. Just hang here again. You can slightly bend your legs, dangling from side to side, relaxing your head, your thoughts. And then slowly on your next inhalation, roll yourself up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Okay, that was the standing asanas. Actually, not all. We're going to do one more, a balancing pose. It's called tree pose. Vrikshasana, you probably know it. For me, it helps if I focus on a spot right in front of me. So just try and find a spot right in front of you, and bring bring your weight into your left leg, lifting your right foot up, and see how that goes with your balance. And then to come into tree pose, there are a few options. You can have your foot right here, toes still touching, or you can bring it into your, put your right foot against your inner left thigh, or you can bring it into your right inner thigh. My balance is really great today, so I really have to focus on the spot right in front of me. And once you found your position for your right foot, just bring your hands in front of your heart space and be really active in your left leg. And if this feels comfortable, you can bring your arms up above your head. You can have your palms touching, reaching out through your fingertips, or have the arms open, whatever feels appropriate and available for you today. And if you come out of the pose, if you fall out of the pose, just come back into it and see how you talk to yourself if you do fall out. You know, just be gentle towards yourself. If you're going to practice a balance pose tomorrow again, it may feel completely different, like any other pose you do. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, bring your hand back down in front of your heart space. And then inhaling your right leg forward, and exhaling, taking your right leg back down. And just relax in your legs. Maybe you want to come up onto your toes. Bring your weight into your heels. Feels good for you right now. Then we're going to do the same thing onto the other side. So focus on the spot in front of you, lifting your left leg off the floor, balancing, bringing your weight, all of your weight into your right leg. Be strong in your right leg. Find your position with your left foot, whether your toes want to be touching or want to move to your right inner thigh, calf, or all the way up inner right thigh. Focusing on the spot in front of you if that helps you. Taking your hand in front of your heart. And if you found your balance and you feel comfortable balancing today, see if you can bring your head up. Yeah, keep your head up as well. Bring your hands up above your head. Palms touching or palms away from each other. What feels good for you right now? Just really focusing on how you can keep your balance today. Inhaling, reaching through your fingertips, and exhaling, bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhaling your left knee forward, exhaling, bring your left foot down, and relax again in both feet and legs. And then let's come into one of my favorite yogic squat malasana. So you let's take your feet a bit more than hip distance apart, and your toes are pointing outward. Inhaling, lifting, elongating your spine. Exhaling, bending your knees. And here you can push your knees out a bit more in order to come deeper into the pose, but also it makes it easier to gain lengthening, keeping a long spine, keeping your neck long. And if let's say if your heels are coming up, you can roll your mat under and putting your mat under your heels. If this pose is completely inaccessible for you now, or it's just painful and not comfortable at all, you can place a block and sit on a block, or just enjoy Malasana. You can close your eyes. You just be in the pose. It's an excellent pose for your lower back, and you're stretching your ankles and you're opening your hips. I even sometimes sit like this while reading. gives me a feeling of grounding being in this pose and calming down. And then if you have your eyes closed, open your eyes slowly. Take your hands now behind you. And we're going to come to a sitting position. I'm going to do a forward bend, Paschimottanasana. And here I like to take my fleshy part away from my sitting bones. Here it's important that you're going to bend forward with a straight back, so focusing again on elongating your spine, lengthening your spine, and also you've got to be aware where do you want to feel, or where should you feel the stretch in your back legs. You want to feel it here on the mid back thigh. So in order to really become aware of it, you can press your heel slightly into your mat. When you do that, you activate your back thighs, and this is where you want to feel the stretch. You don't want to feel it in the back side of your kneecaps or close to your sitting bones, because then you can get more easily injured. Okay, so inhaling, elongating through your spine, becoming long, and then exhaling, moving slowly forward. See if you can keep your back long and straight. You can even, if you have a belt, you can use a belt, putting that around your feet in order to get your arms longer. Inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, moving forward. And here you can play with your breath until you maybe can reach your toes. Or your feet. And then again here you're more than welcome to close your eyes. If you're staying for a long time in this period and your head doesn't quite reach your legs today, you can put a block under your head in order not to get any tensions in your shoulders or in your neck. And give yourself good time to get more and more deeper into the stretch. Still keeping your legs a bit active so you are aware of where you want to feel the stretch. And then slowly walking yourself back up again. Let's do kind of a counter asana for the deep forward bend. Inhaling your arms up, getting long in the spine, exhaling, putting your left hand on the outside of your right thigh, right hand back, and just do a little twist. Just very shortly, inhaling, arms back up, look up, exhaling, twisting to the left. Just very short. Inhaling, arms back up, and exhaling, hands in front of your heart space. And let's do another one, Janushirasana. So you bring your right leg close to your right sitting bone, and you're going to put your right knee out. I'm going to put it a bit out to the side, because now we're going to press with your left foot Press with your right foot, left inner thigh, taking your arms out on each side of your right knee. So you're kind of in a twist with your spine. You're actually in a rotation movement of your spine. And then take your left hand at your inner thigh and moving your left hand down. And maybe you want to stay here. You can press with your right arm or hand into your left leg in order to gain that opening. And then you're going to take your right arm above your right ear and really stretching out here through your right fingertips. And just stay here enjoying a nice stretch in the right side of your torso. This one is a bit deeper than we've done in the beginning of the class. And here you should try and find a nice and comfortable position for your head. If it's not comfortable for you to look up, you can look straight ahead, or you can even look down. What feels comfortable for your neck, or you could just keep moving your head a bit up and down. And here, just the same action in the legs as we've done before. You can press your heels, or here your left heel into the mat to activate your back thigh muscles, your hamstrings, in order to find out where do I want to feel the stretch. If you feel it close to your sitting bones or your kneecap, back out a bit, come back out of the pose. Exhaling, looking down, and on your inhalation, press yourself up with your left hand. And exhaling your right hand down. Now taking your right knee up again and front, straightening now your right leg. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So bend your left leg, bring it as close to your sitting bones as possible. Taking your left leg out to the side, and your left foot is pressing the inner thigh of your right leg. And here I also put the left knee a bit out. Now it's too bad, can't look at you. And then your right hand inner right thigh, activating your leg to activate your hamstrings and where you want to feel the stretch, right? And then bending from that kind of rotation, bending over your right leg, and then taking your left arm up and above, pressing up and above your head, still pressing with your right arm against your right leg in order to keep your chest open. And then come to whatever position feels comfortable for you today. Finding the right position for your neck. Maybe you want to do small movements with your head, or you want to keep your head in one position. What feels right for you? And just breathing deeply into the left side of your torso, enjoying a deep stretch. And then on your next exhalation, look down, and then inhaling, pressing with your right hand into the mat, helping yourself to come up again. And then turn towards, so your upper body's facing your right leg, lifting your left leg, straightening your left leg. And let's do one more, actually two more asanas, two more winding down asanas. So you're going to move onto your back slowly. Have a block close by if you do have one. If you don't have one, you got to use your hands as support if you can. Now bring your heels close to your buttocks so your fingertips are touching your heels. And then I want you to get hold of your block, and here you've got a few
options how to place your block. You can have it like this, so you're not lifting, you put it under your sacrum, so you're not lifting it up so far, or you can put it up a bit higher, so you change the position of your block, or you can bring it all the way up, where the top part of the block is now resting against your sacrum. And if you're here and it feels comfortable for you, you can interlace your fingers, opening more through your chest. Bridge pose, supported bridge pose. It's really nice for your lower back, and has got a calming effect too on your mind and body. When you feel kind of a stretch in the front side of your body, and opening through your chest. Now, if you do not have a block, you can come into this pose, but it's more challenging. You got to work your muscles more. You can have your hands still folded together, or you can have them out to the side. You really have to be strong in your legs, and again, like in lunges, pressing your inner thighs towards each other, or you can put your hands right under your lower back, so your palms are touching your sacrum. But to really gain that calming effect, it would be great if you have a block to support you in bridge pose. So just enjoy bridge pose wherever you are. If you're not having a block, you may want to come out now. Otherwise, if you do have a block, just stay a bit longer. If you don't have a block, just come slowly out, opening your hands if you interlaced your fingers. And then just like at the beginning of the class, you want to open your feet out to the side, letting your knees drop towards each other. So you really have a flat back, you really have a good contact with your back. Now, for those of you who do have a block under the sacrums, just press now into your feet, opening your hands if they were folded, lifting your hips a bit higher so you can gently move out the block, and then slowly coming back down. And you're also going to move out your feet, let the knees meet in the middle, and place your hands again onto your belly, and really feel a nice good contact with your lower back onto your mat, relaxing your back. Take a moment again to breathe deeply into your belly. Keeping your eyes closed, your neck long. And then slowly taking your hands away from your belly, opening your knees out to the side, and draw your knees towards your chest one more time. Hug yourself here, and then see if you can place your hands onto your knees and just draw a circle with your knees. First to the right, 3 times. And then to the left. Change directions. It's nice to massage your lower back. Then drawing those knees in towards your chest, you can begin gently rock from side to side. And then taking your arms out to the side, the palms facing upwards. Do a little hop now with your hips towards your right. And let your knees drop out to the, just gotta move, thinking away from the microphone. Move your knees to the left. Here you can bring your left hand to the outside of your right thigh and bring your head looking over to your right shoulder, just into a position where it feels comfortable. Maybe you have to adjust your arms, your shoulders, so you really can relax into the pose. You're more than welcome to close your eyes here and enjoy a spinal twist, easy spinal twist. Then if you do have your left hand placed on the outside of your right thighs, take it up and gently bringing your knees back up, facing the ceiling. And now do a little hop with your hips to your left. And let your knees fall onto your right side, taking your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Make a little adjustment in your shoulders just so you feel really comfortable being able to enjoy your spinal twist. Find the perfect position for your neck and head, looking over your left shoulder, left shoulder. Keeping your eyes closed. And just relaxing more and more into the pose. And then if you do have your right hand placed on the outside of your left thigh, just take it off and moving your knees back towards the center, knees facing upwards. Level out your hips, draw your knees one more time towards your hips, towards your chest. And then slowly opening your hands, placing your feet onto the mat and straightening your legs, one leg at a time. Time for Shavasana, yoga's most important and delicious pose. If you do have a blanket, you can take a blanket and put it over you to really relax and feel comfortable. Then make just any small adjustment you want to do in your body to really be able to lay comfortable. And then just having your palms facing outward, closing your eyes, your feet, toes, dropping out to the side. And take your focus into your feet, both feet at the same time. Just see if you can relax on both feet. Take that relaxation up towards your legs, your calves, your shins, both in the left and in the right side. And see if you can relax there. relaxation through both your legs. Take notice how your buttocks rest onto your mat. Relax there. Take your focus to the front, around your hip bones, pubic bone, around your navel, all the way up towards the sternum. Just relax in front of your whole body, belly. Take your focus into your chest and see if you can relax completely in your chest area. Moving out through your arms, your upper arms, your elbows, your forearms. Just relax in both arms. Even your hands, your palms, your upper hand resting on the floor. Out through each finger. And then slowly moving back through your fingers, palms, forearms, elbows, your upper arms, and all the way to your shoulders. Just relax your shoulders resting onto the floor. Just enjoy your whole back being relaxed, laying on the floor, resting. Take your attention into your neck. See if you can relax there. The back side of your head resting onto the mat. The upper part of your head just relaxed. Let your head just rest onto your mat. Take your focus to your forehead and just see if you can relax there. Around your nose, your mouth, your eyes, and even your ears. Just rest in complete relaxation. And then just very slowly bring life back into your toes. Wriggle your toes. Bring life back into your feet. Maybe you want to do a small rotation with your feet. Moving your fingers, your hand, your arms. Let the movement through your feet go up maybe you even want to take your arms above your head, stretching out through your fingers and feet, getting really long, and then just gently moving onto one side again, resting your head onto one upper arm, keeping your eyes still closed while moving onto one side and resting here for a moment. And then slowly begin like in the beginning. Help yourself to come up, pushing into the floor, coming up over into a sitting position. Just come into any cross-legged position that feels comfortable to you. And then let's just take our hands in front of our heart spaces again. Falling slightly forward and take a deep breath in and out. Fill your chest, heart with deep inhalation and exhalation. Thanking yourself for your practice. I'm thanking you for practicing with me. Namaste.